And that beautiful video is so awesome. I just wanted to see it again.
Yeah,
I,
all
I
the
totally,
storms.
I,
Yeah.
I I totally did not miss pushing the go live button.
Nope,
So
that didn't happen.
not
Nobody
at
No, not
saw
at
it,
all.
so they
all.
can't dispute that.
Not
Hmm.
at all. Exactly. There was nobody here to see it anyway. So anyway, well, thanks everybody for joining. This is Laser Vision Comics, and we are here for Thunderbolt issue number 5.
Yes.
So we are picking up about a week, excuse me, 8 days and 14 hours after Old Man Winter issue 4. And we are going to be picking up in the small, sleepy town of Catsbridge, Illinois. But before we get started, I'm going to just let my players introduce themselves very quickly. And let's start with Jen.
Okay, I'm Jen. I'm playing Thunderbolt. She is a superhero who's trying to keep it a secret, but it's not really working very well for her. And she's met a girl that she's going to go on a date with.
Awesome. And Aloysius.
Hello, I'm Aloysius. I'm playing Benny, aka Old Man Winter. Also a superhero, not really trying to keep it a secret and kind of just fumbling his way through it and seeing how it turns out. And I'm sure that his presence in this episode will only mean that Zandra's date is totally going to go according to plan.
Oh, of course.
Of course, he's gonna hide out in the kitchen, and when she runs back and forth for advice, he's gonna give her advice, and she's just gonna run back and forth. So, alrighty. Well, where we pick up is it's been a busy couple days for Zandra. She's made a couple repairs to her suit from her last adventure out in the snow, but things seem to be working pretty good for her. And she happens to get a text message while she was out, so she kind of gets back to her truck
Mm-hmm.
and
Her
sees
phone. All
and
right,
picks
what
up
do
the
we
phone,
got?
and she has a message from Miss Sophie Fox.
Oh, I open it.
And it says, "Hey, I've been thinking about you and wanted to get together with you. There's a neat little spot on the south side called Solo Mio. Can you meet me tomorrow night?"
Oh, I'm going to text back. Yeah, I can do that. Send me the GPS.
Okay. So she sends you the information,
Oh,
and
neat.
you have a date. So
Yay.
she's probably covered in muck and dirt and stuff from out testing out her suit and things like that. So
Yeah.
she needs to be prepared to go to Chicago the next night.
Yeah. Well,
So
yeah, I can clean up by then.
so should we do a picking out the right outfit montage or?
Like in any good date episode.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yeah. We can if you want.
If you would like to, that's fine, or we can
Okay.
just say it's up to you.
Okay, so since Zandra is currently covered in all the stuff from trying out her new stuff with her suit, she's gonna like go take a shower and wash her hair and all that stuff, and then raid her closet and see what seems like a good place to, or a good thing to wear to something called Solo Mio. I mean, is it Italian? I mean, I don't know what that is.
She can Google it and find
Yeah.
out what it
Okay.
is.
So she's gonna Google it. Is this a restaurant or is this like
It
an
is.
event?
It
or,
is.
Okay.
No, it is a restaurant. She finds that it is a trendy little spot on the south side in a very gentrified neighborhood, and it's probably 4 stars, price wise, saying that it's that they serve Mediterranean cuisine.
Okay, that sounds good. All right, so she's going through her closet. Now, normally Zandra wears like work boots and cargo pants because she's out in the fields sometimes, and doing things like that. So she's not really sure any of that's going to be good enough for this restaurant. So she decides to go into a room in what was her grandmother's house, now hers, and see if her mother left any clothes there from like the 90s or something.
Let's see.
Box or in a dresser or something like that. She's hoping they're the same size, but she has no idea.
Let's see. Yeah, there's a very small box. some dresses and some blouses and things like that that now would probably be considered retro. They're they're probably still in good condition from the 90s.
Neat.
But she finds a couple things that she likes, and she could possibly wear if she'd like.
Okay, so she's gonna pick out like a tank top, and then one of those blouses, like white fluffy looking blouses, and
With
like
the puffy
it looks
sleeves.
like,
So,
huh?
with the puffy sleeves, looks
With
like
the
a
puffy
pirate
sleeves,
shirt.
yeah, like little puffy sleeves and
It's
stuff.
90s, so
Why not? Yeah, and she's also found like she thought it was a skirt, but it's actually kind of like shorts with like a little bit of lace on the bottom that comes to about mid-thigh. Nothing too scandalous. Her mom was probably pretty conservative, and she's gonna try that, but now she doesn't have any pockets, so she's hoping to find like a blazer that or something like that because those were big in the 90s too, and then she'll have pockets and then she'll
no
feel better.
blazers.
Yeah.
No blazers. Mom
Oh.
wasn't that trendy, so
Okay, great.
so she'll just have to have some pants, or she's just gonna have to carry a purse. So
She hates purses. It's just in the way. you know? Okay, so she's gonna look for a pair of slacks or something to go with the shirt. Maybe they'll have pockets.
okay, she finds some.
Okay, cool.
So and okay.
Yeah,
So,
and she's not gonna wear the work boots because it seems like too nice a place, to go to with that. So she's
yeah,
gonna
they-
dig
they-
through the box and see if there's any like 90s like Doc Martens or something in there. No?
no,
Damn.
nothing.
All right, work boots it is.
She doesn't own a pair of other shoes or something.
She's more comfy in those, so she's like going out of her comfort zone just to wear this. But she could go look in her closet and see if she's got any like nicer gym shoes or something.
Yeah. she finds some beat up kids.
Oh. Well, I don't know.
All right. I don't think the viewers want to see her go on a shopping montage.
No, I
so,
figured. I figured she
think
could
we'll,
just,
yeah.
sit look around. But yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
All right, so we've finished with our Mary Tyler Moore kind of montage of pulling out clothes and looking at them and stuff like that. So so she is going to head off to Chicago the next night.
Yep.
She tell anybody she's going, or she just
She's telling Bobby because
she
he's
will tell
worried,
Bobby? Okay.
and he
Yep.
was really, she said she met someone and Bobby seemed really thrilled. So
Yeah.
he's going to be probably on board with that. And she's going to bring a backpack full of like extra clothes or whatever in case whatever.
You never know.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, she brought a
Oh.
backpack when she went to Chicago last time. So, she's doing it again.
That's
Um,
true.
Yeah, with just
Okay.
some stuff. Mhm.
Alrighty. So she is getting ready to go to Chicago.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in Chicago, we switch over to a rather large house that we saw last time that houses a group of people with special abilities. This team is known as the Heralds. And in our last episode with Old Man Winter, they had run into a gentleman at a VFW that had named himself John Sampson.
Yep. Good
and-
old
and-
John.
and turned out to be really kind of like a reptile of some sort.
Yep.
A
A reptile man.
And the team had actually just the team. It had been Benny and Jimmy. I remembered his name this time, aka Conjurer. Had managed to subdue him and had absconded, use that college word, with him back to the Herald's base. They had placed him in a containment tank just in time because he seemed to kind of change forms and almost kind of a slithering snake kind of thing. And they had in turn talked to Shockwave about it, and he contacted Agent Riley, who Benny had met in the last episode from Aegeus. And Aegeus has arrived with a couple soldiers, for lack of a better term, who arrive with an armored vehicle, and they would like to take this this reptile thing back to their base for observation. So we kind of pick up there. Agent Riley, you had met last episode, kind of wants to get some more information from Benny about kind of this guy, like who he was, and what did he look like?
Like, are you talking his normal form, his reptile form? Like, what you looking for here, Agent?
Well, he apparently wasn't walking around looking like a reptile all the time. I mean,
no, I mean, he kind of looked like a regular dude for the most part. Like little on the older side, sort of like longer hair. I don't know, not super, unique looking. He was very clearly trying to blend into the environment in which he was given. I don't know if that was like his chosen form or whatever, or if he just adopted it for that particular outing. He was very adamant that AOL were a bunch of tools, though, so don't think he was really on board with them, more just like spying on them for some reason, for somebody else.
And Riley is all right. Well, we think he's definitely tied into whatever group had kidnapped you, and so this is huge, that you managed to capture somebody who may be tied into that, and also doesn't appear to be from this planet.
So he's an alien.
Do you see any reptiles running around here?
Look, there's conspiracies about lizard people for a reason. So for all I know, we have lizard people walking amongst us. Now that could just be hearsay, but that doesn't necessarily mean alien.
He's like, I suppose.
It could be like subterranean mole men, dude. You don't know. They could have been living here all along.
Anyway, so they're going to actually try to just take the containment tank with them. It's not very big. It's probably the size of like maybe your average shower stall. So what they're going to try to do is they're going to try to take it out of there, put it in the armored vehicle so they can take him back to their headquarters in an undisclosed location. And Riley also seems kind of interested in the laptop that you guys recovered. And he says, I think the girl with the glasses.
Yeah, Optic.
She's the one who, Optic,
yep.
yeah.
Yep, she's the tech expert here.
So what did she find on it? Did she tell you?
Not in super detail, and what she did say kind of went over my head a little bit, but it sounded really important, and that she said that you would definitely be interested in it.
Okay. Kind of a short scene ensues where basically Optic doesn't want to give it up. She's still having fun, kind of playing with the laptop. Shockwave kind of overrules her, saying, I think you've had your fun with it. Let's give it to Aegeus. This is kind of part of the deal we've had with them, is information sharing. So they're also going to take the laptop with them. Now, as they're getting ready, once they've kind of got everything loaded, and you see as the tank goes by, they're kind of carrying this tank out on like a cart. The reptile inside, he's still kind of in his snake form. He kind of just slithers along the wall, and he's just staring at Benny, just as it goes by. It's like just giving him this kind of, I don't know. You can't tell if it's a sneer or if it's what kind of look it is.
Hard to tell coming from a snake. Not very expressive animals. But Benny will probably just give one of like a as he
coils around and
as they're pulling him out.
yeah. Okay. Shockwave kind of pulls over Benny and goes, just for added benefit to us, I'd like you to go along with them. Maybe you can even find out where their base is. But I've asked if you can just kind of ride a shotgun, essentially, to just make sure he gets there okay, and see what else you can find out for us.
All right. Yeah, I'm on board. Are
Okay.
they going to be on board?
The Aegis guys seem kind of. All right, they're kind of their own unit, so they're not used to having kids riding along with them. They go, although you hear one of them go like, "Is he an old man or something?" He's got like really white hair, but he's in great shape for such an old man.
Do we is the never mind. It's not important. But yeah, all right, boss man. I'll ride along and see what's up, I guess. Just make sure good old John gets where he's supposed to be going.
Okay. This is this happens to be the same night. What a coincidence that Zandra is going to be coming into Chicago.
I never would have imagined. That's such a coincidence.
It's just funny how stories work that way. So Zandra gets into the city. She's driving her truck, I take it.
Yep.
And she follows the GPS and truly does find this gentrified neighborhood on the south side.
Wow, a rich place.
Yep.
Holy cow.
Solomio is this probably used to be in probably a Greek restaurant at one point, but now it's been taken over. The whole neighborhood around there is yoga studios and coffee shops and organic grocery stores and
well, I got organic back home in Catsbridge. I mean,
So she through the magic of comic books, she finds a parking spot right out front. That's what I always love on TV. On TV, they always pull up right in front. There's always a parking spot. So we'll say she just happens to have a parking spot out front. Gets out. I hope
people don't think it's a food truck. I mean,
she does get kind of a look from some people walking by, but it's not it's not a Subaru or anything like that.
Yeah, come on, this is better.
Okay, so she's ready to go in the restaurant. Anything she needs to do first, or
I'm gonna send Sophie a text to say I'm here.
Okay.
I'll be at the door in a minute.
And you get one back, just a smiley face.
Awesome.
And you walk up to the door, and she steps out. She is very different than the last time you saw her. So the last time you saw her, she had like a ski cap on. She had like a big coat on. She had like jeans.
Yeah.
She is in a kind of a long blue dress. That it's kind of like a bright blue that kind of just sets off her red hair and her sapphire blue eyes. And she seems much taller than you remembered her before. But again, you guys kind of met.
Sitting down.
Yeah, exactly. So she walks over to you, gives you a hug, gives you a kiss on the cheek, and she's like, "Oh, well, thank you. It's so great to see you."
It's good to see you too. You look so pretty.
Oh, thank you. So do you.
Oh, thanks. I tried.
No,
I'm not usually one for dressing up, but
she's like, no, you look beautiful. Come on in. I got us a table.
Cool.
So you get in, and it's quaint little place. She already has a table. Get to the table. She pulls out your seat to.
Thank you.
And has already ordered a bottle of wine.
Oh, cool. That's good. Yeah.
The game master knows nothing about wine, so he won't even try to say what it is. We're just gonna say you got.
It's a red wine. Ta-da!
You got a nice bottle of wine.
Okay.
And so she's like, so how have you been? What's going on?
Not a whole lot. Cleaned up my truck a little bit. Just stuff. Hung out with Bobby. He's basically family. So
I gotta meet Bobby sometime.
yeah, he's really cool. He knew my parents when they went to school. Yeah, and he's just I don't know. I don't know where my parents are. Long story, but if you don't have family, you make family. So
that's true.
Yeah.
And that's a train going by.
It's a train going by. Well, we're in Chicago.
We're in Chicago.
There's trains.
Authentic sounds.
Uh-huh.
So she's like, so how is your meteorological work going?
It kind of had some hiccups, but I think I got a little bit of video. I got to go through it though, because sometimes it doesn't come out as clear as I'd like.
Yeah.
So I got to edit it, but yeah, I was only out there a little while. It got cold.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm a city girl myself. I don't, not much fun, for the country and the mud and, and all that stuff.
Well, I grew up there. For me, it's normal.
Yeah. She's like, I'm going to be in town just for a few more nights before I go back to Ontario. So I'm glad you could come over and spend some time with me.
Yeah, of course. Wouldn't miss this,
And we are going to switch back to a kind of a small convoy of cars. You have two large SUVs. They're gray. And in between them is a large armored car. Looks very similar to what you would see with, like, say, like a Brinks truck or something, but a lot bigger. And Benny is going to be riding along. They just for giggles, because they just were kind of like, all right, hero, where do you want to ride? You want to ride in the big truck, or you want to ride in one of the escort vehicles?
Let's ride in the big truck. Why not?
All right. So they give him a spot. Actually, kind of like literally riding shotgun, like right next to the driver. There are a couple guards in the back with the tank, and as you're making your way through the city, you kind of start looking like you're almost going through like a better neighborhood. That you're kind of like, hey, why are we kind of cutting through here? And it's this kind of fancy gentrified looking area, and you're kind of wondering, like, is one of the drivers looking to stop and get an espresso or something like that, or And could you please? All right, here come the rolls. You knew they were coming, so
yeah.
Could you give me a investigation roll, please, Benny?
Okay, investigation. Okay, 3 successes.
3. Okay. Well, they're slowing down for some reason. The vehicle in front of them is slowing down for some reason. So he's kind of like, all right, it's not, maybe there's some traffic. Back inside the restaurant, you guys continue to kind of make some small talk. You ordered, we'll say you got paella for dinner, and kind of, sipping on some wine, and give me a investigation roll from Zandra, please.
Okay, I should probably open my character sheet for that.
That would help, yeah.
Where did I put it? Let's see. My computer's acting up. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Oh, here we go. Okay, I got it. And that was an investigation roll, right?
Yes, please.
Okay, so investigation is how many? 5. Okay. They're all odd numbers, so I'm just oblivious to whatever I'm supposed to be investigating.
Okay. You are so lost in looking into Sophia's eyes That is all you can see.
Mhm.
So, okay. Switching back outside. Now that the traffic's looks like it's almost kind of starting to slow down, and Benny, you kind of just kind of lean your
Yep, just gonna shove my head out the window and be like, "What's going on?"
You see that a black SUV has now pulled in front of the gray one that's in front of you, and the driver's like, "What?" Now you guys are high enough up that you can almost see over the vehicle in front of you, so you're able to see some of this going on. And your driver's like, "Oh shit, what's going on?"
Nothing's ever simple, is it? Am I right, my dude? Or am I right?
And he's like, and you hear him talking into a headset, and he's like, "Team, we got something going on."
The black SUV sort of just like
is now blocking the road.
Okay, it's blocking the road entirely.
Has now pulled in and is now blocking the road.
Okay, I'm gonna get out of the vehicle.
Okay.
And start walking over to the black SUV.
Okay. As you get out and start walking, you see 3 people get out of the SUV. 2 men and a woman, and they're all dressed in identical black suits with white shirts and black ties, and they look a lot like some of the people you ran into in New Orleans back in issue 1. So this is we have a little bubble come up with the asterisk.
Yeah, just be like, "See Old Man Winter, issue 1."
See, exactly. The woman has some kind of rifle in her hands, and she swings towards Benny.
Can I use my wind manipulation to sort of like knock her off her feet or off balance or whatever?
You certainly can, yes.
All right, I will do that. 4 successes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you it's like this icy breeze comes out and kind of pushes her back, and she kind of starts to lose her balance. She kind of starts to slip a little bit. So she's kind of stumbling backwards. From behind you, you hear a crash of vehicles. You can tell it's a car crash.
Yep, nothing ever is simple. All right. I'll take like a quick glance back just to see how bad it is.
Okay. You see another black SUV has slammed into the Aegeus vehicle in the back. And so they've kind of like knocked it kind of off, kind of like out of the lane off to another side of the road. And the Aegeus vehicle has smashed into parked cars. So it kind of like went across the road and is like kind of in the other lanes. Now all traffic has stopped.
What the hell, man? What the hell?
Okay.
This was supposed to be a nice, easy job, and you guys are really making that difficult for me. I just wanted to enjoy the ride, maybe smoke some weed, and you guys are really interfering with that. So I'm sorry, but you know, really, you're making this a tough time for me, so now I got to make it a tough time for you.
Okay. We are going to switch back inside, where now everyone in the restaurant has heard these loud crashes.
Oh wow!
And Zandra had been just staring into Sophie's eyes.
Yeah, she's like this.
And Sophie is just talking and talking, and then she goes, "What was that?"
I don't know.
And looks over to the window.
Yeah, I'm gonna like look out the window and see what I can see.
And everyone has like stood up and like starting to go look at the windows.
Yeah.
Where you see this giant armored vehicle is in the middle of the road.
Okay.
Where 2 SUVs look like they've kind of bumped into each other in the front of it. In the back, you see what looks like another car has been like pushed across the side of the road.
Wow.
and some people in black suits and black ties.
Hmm.
Two of them are near somebody you recognize.
Oh
That
no.
would be Old Man Winter.
Okay, that's a problem. Uh, Sophie, you see the guy out there that's not in a black suit?
She's like, the old guy?
Yeah, he's a friend of mine.
Okay.
I'm not sure what's going on out there. It looks like a car accident or something, but I want to see if he's okay. So if you can just give me a minute, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'll be right. I swear, I'll be right back. Okay.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right. So I go out of the restaurant and I'm gonna go track down Penny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is she going to change?
No.
No? Okay.
She's gonna start out like this.
Okay. Okay. All right. So she kind of scrambles out the front door and is now on the sidewalk. You see this woman who's carrying this look like a rifle. And she's kind of stumbling backwards. And you see Benny is just like turned around, look behind him, and then he spots somebody he recognizes.
Yeah. Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Angel, how you doing?
Oh, don't call me that. I'm trying to get away from that.
I'm sorry, I had to.
I
It was too easy.
Right. So I'm on a date with Sophie right now, so I can't really do much right here.
Oh, you're on a date?
Yes.
Cool.
She's probably staring out the window at me right now. So I
And
told her
she
that you're a
is.
friend of mine, and I wanted to see if you're okay from the car crash.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
first off, thank you. But also, second, isn't that like a little bit conspicuous since you're trying to be all secretive or whatever?
It's gonna come out eventually. So you need help or not?
I'd appreciate it because this is turning into more of a shit show than I'd like.
There's
but
a lot of people. They're all like in the restaurant. All these rich folk like staring. It's just unnerving, you know.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna help you.
Cool.
And I hope Sophie will not freak out, but we'll see.
You hear somebody clear their throat from kind of further up the street, and when you look, it's two of the people in the two men in the suits.
Mhm.
They're like, "Excuse me, could you guys get out of the way? And we have things to do."
Yeah, well, I have things to do also, and you're interfering with that.
Right.
And then I just am going to freeze their legs in place.
Okay.
Oh my God, Benny.
Please make a roll.
Okay. Okay. It's 4.
Okay. Yeah, the ray comes out, kind of hits them right around their feet. So they're trying to they're like, Jesus Christ. and one of the guys just pulls out a gun and it is just going to fire at Benny.
Oh wow.
All right.
People have been watching this from
Yeah.
the sidewalk and now from in the restaurant. So
Yeah.
now they're getting kind of like, what's going on? You know, the old guy just had wind come out of his hands, and he shoots at Benny. Give me a dex roll though.
Okie doke. I'm assuming you mean agility.
Agility, yeah. Excuse me.
Okay, I just needed to clarify.
Yeah, no, you're right. Just too many games there.
They all blur together. Okay. 6.
Okay. He manages to, he definitely dodges. As soon as he sees the gun, he just was moving. Shot rings out, hits the SUV that Benny was in. Chaos ensues on the sidewalk. People start screaming, gunshots. And then the lady who had been slipping around with the rifle, now she kind of points it at the truck. And now, Zandra, you see this lady pick up this rifle.
Yeah.
This large, like science fiction looking rifle, and has pointed it at at this gigantic military looking vehicle that was behind you. So
Okay. I'm gonna. This is gonna out me entirely as a superhero, but I'm going to try to zap her with lightning and knock her over, maybe.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so
All right.
that's how many
Yep.
is that?
So that is going to be your.
7?
Let's take a look.
No, that
You're going to
makes it-
use your blast.
Yeah.
Okay. You have 10 dice you can roll for
Okay.
that.
Cool.
Yep.
I love that for you.
Yeah, I got more dice, so this could be a lot easier. Okay, I have exactly 10. Okay.
She can never get any better. So
Yeah. All right. Well, one's on the floor, but it's 6.
it's 2.
Yeah. So that's and then there's a 2. There's another 6, another 2, another 2, and another 2. So that's a lot.
8. That's 8.
8.
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna blast her with the lightning and just kind
Yep.
of, knock her on her feet or something.
Yeah, you hit her with that. She squeezes the trigger on her rifle. This bolt, you don't see anything. It's more of a sonic attack. Comes out of the rifle and hits the truck, hits the vehicle, and kind of pushes it a little bit across the street.
Is my truck parked on the other side?
Yeah.
Damn.
Now, had you not hit her, probably she would have had a better shot at it. But for now, it just kind of slid this vehicle across. But you have now put her on her ass, and she is probably going to be down for a bit. The 2 guys are still trying to pull their feet out of ice, and the Aegeus agents who were in the first vehicle have now jumped out, and now you see these guys in this, these military-looking jumpsuits that you've never seen before.
No, I don't know who the hell that is.
So, but you're like, well, they look like they're probably the good guys, from what I can tell. But
in this particular situation,
they're not shooting at us. So,
in this situation, and then you turn around and you look at the restaurant.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Okay. There's still the crowd of people by the window. Do me a favor and give me a let's do investigation.
Investigation. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see how many dice that is. 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I got a 6 and a 4.
Okay. You don't spot Sophie now in the crowd.
Shit.
Even just within like that minute or 2 that everything happened, you turn around and you don't see her.
Well, that's probably the end of this date.
Okay. So now the Aegeus guys have pretty much got these 2 guys under control. From the back, you hear some shouts, Benny, and you do hear another gunshot. From the back, so you would have to kind of run past.
Yep, I'm gonna just start running towards where the gunfire was.
Okay. How about Zandra? She's kind of stuck looking, and now it kind of comes back to reality when she hears another gunshot.
I better follow Benny.
Okay.
So I start running after him.
Okay. You run back. It looks like there was 2 similar looking people had jumped out of the SUV that was in the back, and they've now got similar rifles that they're kind of leaning over the hood, pointing at 2 Aegeus agents who are now in the back, and the Aegeus agents are trying to get cover behind the military vehicle, like on the sides, to return fire.
Okay, maybe they got this.
Well, I'm gonna give them an assist and sort of just like do my huff and puff breath attack at them.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and give me a roll, please.
Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you out of there. Okay, that's only 3.
3. Okay. It kind of mists over to them, but doesn't seem to stop them, and they look like they're still getting ready to fire.
All right.
Okay. Zandra. What would you like to do?
Well, the lightning worked before, so I'm going to
Yep.
try again. And I think
Okay.
that was 10, right?
Yes.
Is that 10? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Technically, she shouldn't be able to throw it again because she does have a restriction on it.
Okay, well, I could do something else. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll do something else.
She can do her
The
irritant,
winds.
do the
Right.
winds. Yeah.
With the rain. Yeah. Okay, I'll do that. That one's also 10?
Yeah. No, that
No,
is
it's not.
only 6.
6. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I've got a 6 and 2 2s. That's it.
Okay. Benny, you notice there's like kind of like a cloud is kind of formed over the street, kind of misty, kind of, and it's raining just on where the bad guys are.
Yeah, just push it over there.
And
okay.
it's almost like hail and rain. And,
Yeah.
and you see them like,
Wow, you can be like a living cartoon if you really want to.
Oh, I don't know what I think about that, Benny. I'll talk about that later.
So it is disrupting them. They were trying to aim, and now they're like,
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let Benny have another shot.
All right.
This is very informal combat tonight.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Could I use my ice manipulation to sort of like make Zandra's hail and like rain larger and harder to like hurt them more?
Oh, neat.
That sounds fun. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, cool.
I don't remember what you would roll for that, but
Well, I have my ice manipulation power, so I'm assuming that.
That sounds right to me. So.
Okay, that is much better. That is 6.
Okay, yeah. Kind of describe what it does. I mean, you said like it's kind of changing the rain, like the form of it, or
yeah. Yeah. So as Zandra sort of like has the rain cloud over them. I am sort of, and there's like already this sort of like sleet stuff going. So Benny's just going to sort of like enhance it a little bit and make it larger and a little bit sharper. So it like stabs into them more as it falls onto them.
Oh, right.
Okay. They are kind of waving their hands like one of them kind of drops the rifle and kind of falls down. The other one is just kind of like staggering back, like that. All right. And then now, Zandra, I'm going to let you use your big blast again if you'd like.
Okay.
If you want, or you don't have to. It's up to you.
I don't know. How many are we up against? 3 people?
Just 2.
2. Okay.
Yeah.
I did the rain thing. I could do a blast and just.
Or you could do your stinging rain again, combined with his. I would allow you to basically combine your powers.
Yeah,
just keep amping each other up.
That is neat. Okay, we're gonna do that. How many was that again?
6.
6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right.
We can call it thunder snow.
2 6s and 2 4s.
Dope.
Okay. Yeah. It so his power was kind of changing it. You've basically increased the volume of it.
Yeah.
So
it's like,
yeah. So now it's like just like pelting the shit out of them. Their car is getting all like, you've seen hail damage. Like this is like spiking like into the hood of the car.
Right. Yeah.
So they're just driven back, and they're just they're like hiding. You see them like just duck down. You do hear the sounds of sirens approaching.
Oh, time split.
And people on the sidewalk start cheering, and they're like, "Hey!" You hear people cheering.
We have an audience.
Yep. So, Zandra, you turn around and you see Sophie standing on the sidewalk looking at you.
Hi.
She's like, "What just happened?
I can explain, kinda. Not maybe in front of everybody here, but I was helping a friend.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we can talk about this away from other people.
And she kind of glances over at Benny, and
he'll sort of just do peace at her.
Yeah, that's Benny. He's a friend of mine. I thought he needed some help.
Okay. And Chicago PD arrive. There's actually a police helicopter goes over.
Oh boy.
Well, this is a rich neighborhood, so
Yeah.
the police arrive quickly here.
It's gonna be on the news again.
Yeah. The Aegeus guys are starting to round up these people in suits. Actually, I want to have Benny make me a roll real quick to see. I want to see if you hear something. Give me an investigation roll, please.
Okay. That is 4.
Okay. You hear kind of coming from the guys who had fallen down behind the vehicle under the thunder snow. You hear what sounds like a hiss.
Oh my goodness. I will sort of like look under where they were real quick. Just like
you can kind of get down to like look under the vehicles.
Yes.
And you see one of the people in the suits now has like a similar looking reptile face, and he's on the ground. He's like, and he looks like he's bleeding something.
Okay.
And it's not red. It's like green or something like that.
Okay.
What's like dripping out of him.
I will run over real quick and grab him by his collar and rip him out from under the car and just say, Aegeus guys, we got another one.
Okay. And they're like,
right.
Oh, shit. All right. So they're quickly trying to get their armored vehicle open before anybody can see any of this, including the police who are arriving.
Yes, that is why I'm just like, guys, hurry up, because I'm almost certain you don't want the local police to know about reptile people, possibly from outer space.
Okay. Do I see any of that, or I probably am?
You
still
do not.
Sophie.
You do not.
Yeah.
You're more. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Sophie has seen this.
Right.
Now what do I do?
All right. So I'm gonna I don't know where Benny went. I figure he's fine if all these other people are with him. So, yeah, we should talk.
Yeah, the people on the sidewalk are starting to come up to you, going, "Man, I saw what you did with the lightning and all that. Man, you're a superhero, aren't you?"
Yeah, I am.
Who are you?
Thunderbolt.
What's your name?
Thunderbolt. That's my name.
And they go, Thunderbolt. Hey! They cheer.
God.
And Sophie's kind of like,
Thanks. Sorry. I didn't know this was going to be so big.
She's like, I need some time to think about this.
Yeah.
Give me some time till tomorrow, and we can talk again.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
So she kind of turns around and kind of heads back to the restaurant. People on the street are cheering, and you hear them yelling, "Who's the old guy?"
I'm not old.
He can talk for himself.
I'm 25. It's not my fault I have white hair.
So the Aegeus guys are kind of getting everybody quickly moved. There's still some ice on the street, which it's December, so it's not absolutely unusual.
In Chicago, there's ice.
In Chicago, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So there's some things that are kind of explainable. The lightning was again thunder snow,
right.
But
that's new. That is new.
And as she turns around, so she's now kind of like, oh boy, how much worse can my day get?
Yeah.
A guy in a suit similar to the jumpsuits you saw.
Uh-huh.
Kind of a large black gentleman walks up and says, "My name's Agent Riley, and I'm with the GS, and I'm with your friend over here.
Okay.
Could we talk?"
About what?
You match the description of what you've done with someone we've been looking for.
Who?
And he kind of leans in and says, "The Angel of Catsbridge."
Yeah, it's me. It's not my name, but it stuck for a while.
He says,
And
"I hear
then,
that. I hear.
and then
yeah."
I'll sort of like loom over Agent Riley's shoulder and just say, "She doesn't like being called that."
Yeah, my name's
Okay.
Thunderbolt, not Angel. A little kid made that up when I saved a bus full of kids.
He's like, "Yeah, I can imagine." He's like, "We can help you, and we've actually been looking for you."
For me? I mean, I'm just a girl from a small town. Why do you need me?
No, we've seen what you can do, but let's not talk here. Let's
Okay.
let's get these guys where they need to go before the police show up.
Yeah, it's a good plan.
Okay, so he is going to give you a business card.
Oh,
Um,
all right.
and because they are trying to rapidly get off the street
Mhm.
with all these onlookers, because people are like, "I saw the guys in the black suits. They're the men in black," and they were
Wow.
and they were fighting the guys in the jumpsuits. So
They're the
like,
men in black.
Oh man.
so,
If they
and
were, this would be so much easier because they
Oh,
could just
for
start
sure.
wiping
Yeah.
people's
Yeah.
minds.
Yeah.
yeah, a GS has basically a clusterfuck going on right
Mhm.
now. They basically get things cleaned up. Benny, they're like, "Are you coming with us? You're gonna stay with your friend here. We
Oh.
could use your help, man."
I look at Benny like, what do you want to do?
I'll let them go without me.
Okay. All right.
And I'll just turn to Zandra and then sort of like look back at the restaurant she was in and
Yeah.
very clearly see that her date has gone sideways.
Yeah.
And you want to go get a drink or something?
Yes.
So
Absolutely. Not here.
no,
See how
this
bad
place.
my truck is. You
No,
know?
this is like way too ritzy for me.
Yeah, me too. I'm really uncomfortable. Mhm.
All
More
right.
of a dive bar kind of guy myself.
That'll do. That'll do.
And in our last panel, we are going to close out with Benny and Zandra walking down the street towards a place that just has a sign that just says "bar,"
That'll do.
That'll
Mhm.
do.
and that is where we end the episode.
All right.
So I'd like to thank my players for a great episode. We started off on such a high and ended up, well,
Where we were at.
that's
Yeah.
but that's the life of a superhero sometimes.
Yeah.
Let's see if anybody has anything they want to plug while they're at it. So let's start with Aloysius.
Oh, well, I don't really have anything to plug today. But check out more stuff here on Restless Barbarian Gaming.
All right.
A lot of great shows going on. We got a Hunter the Reckoning game going on right now. Horror at Oak Hill every other
Mhm.
Friday. Not this Friday, but episode 2 next Friday.
Right.
Season 2 of Blood in the Water coming some point in the future, probably January or something
I
like
think
that.
it is January. Yeah.
All righty.
And then check
Yeah.
out the other issues of things. Agent
Right.
Orange, Quark, all those.
Awesome. Well, thank you. All righty. And Jen?
I'm the host of the Shattered Soulstone podcast. It's mostly focused on Diablo games and whatever shenanigans Activision Blizzard King is going on with. And the new episodes come out every Saturday. Generally a short show with just what you need to hear from the previous week. That's shatteredsoulstone.com.
All righty. Thank you. And for me, again, thank you guys for watching. We do have a lot going on here at Restless Barbarian Gaming. Actually, just opened a merch shop.
Right.
And there's 2 items that are available. We've done some updated logos. So the store is, I believe, restlessbg/threadless.com, and I will post that link out for everybody. And we have next Friday the next episode, the Horror No Kill. Then following Wednesday, I believe, is Quark issue 4, which is going to star Quark and Agent Orange. We're going to hopefully get to having Laser Vision Comics games every Wednesday. So we're going to try to get those scheduled and continue on with that. And again, looking at getting Blood in the Water up in January. And then beyond that, who knows? Maybe a different game. We'll have to see. So, but thank you for everybody watching, and we will see you again next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.